Our final guest today traveled a long road to reach her goals, but now she can go anywhere she wants with a little help from her favorite vehicle. Meet Captain Betsy Ross. Beaming with boundless energy, her passion for Philly is contagious.
That's the new shade of blue, Ben Franklin blue. It takes us 5 years to paint it, and we started every 5 years. You'd never be without a job.
So I know the city, and I love the city. I love its history. I love its culture. It's my personal city, and I'd like to share it with you. Come to Philadelphia. Let me show you what we have here, how marvelous it is, truly.
This grandma is no ordinary tour guide. Elizabeth McEwen, known only to her passengers as Captain Betsy Ross, is a real captain, holding a 100-ton Inland Master's license from the United States Coast Guard. So what would make this former behavioral counselor want to shift gears and drive the ducks? It all started on a family vacation.
I rode the ducks in Boston in 2000 with my family just because my daughter thought that my personality would suit the type of entertainment that is done on a duck.
We couldn't figure out why would they come to Philadelphia to take a picture. Are these police after you? You better duck. Oh, excuse me.
And so I rode the ducks in Boston, and I heard that they were coming to Philadelphia. I did not have any licensing that was required. I came back here, and I knew I was going to drive one of the ducks when they got here. I'm a very goal-oriented person anyway, so I just set my sights on what had to be done, and I pushed until I got everything that I needed.
Captain Betsy knew it wouldn't be easy. She needed time on the water, experience at the helm, and she needed to pass one tough exam. So she got to work and got a job serving on the Spirit of Philadelphia.
I started at below minimum wage. I was not there for the wage. The captain who hired me knew my sole purpose was to get the license. And so he worked me. He said, if you can do the job, he said, I'm fine to have a woman on board.
After months of earning her sea legs, the exam was close at hand. To guarantee a passing score, Betsy had to do something drastic.
I moved into the religious convent with my sister in the Immaculate Heart Order, and I stayed a month in the convent so that I could focus totally on those studies, which were awesome. They were immense, the studies, and much tears and some doubt that I could do it.
3.5 years of preparation all came down to 30 days of intense study. Once the exam was over, the hardest part would be waiting for the results.
We went into an ante room to wait after we handed in our papers, and they would mark them. And finally, this happened to be a woman captain also. She came in, and she had a grim look, and she was shaking her head. And she said, well, Elizabeth, she said, I don't really know how to break this to you. And I'm standing there, just my whole body quivering. And I'm thinking, what wasn't it I didn't know? Did I do wrong on my chart, my plot, what? So she says, there's only one thing we can call you now. Captain McEwen. And she put her hand out, and I just, my heart, everything. My mentor, we just danced around. It was just so exciting. As soon as I could call home, I called home. Everybody's screaming and happy. I became a captain on February 8th of 2004.
Passing the exam did not make Betsy just a captain. She also became Philadelphia's only female captain. Today, her tours are an experience through Philadelphia. But it's not only her passion that makes her tours memorable. It's energy. And where it comes from is Betsy's secret.
You know, I learned a long time ago, energy is a very funny thing. If you don't use energy, you don't get any more. You have to use it to get more.
And she draws her energy from what's in the rearview mirror.
I'm always looking in the mirror at my passengers. And if I see somebody smiling, I'll feed off of that. And when I see the energy coming from them, that's great. And still driving at the same time.
It's not all about energy. Don't forget, there's a history lesson to give.
The mayor himself took that little house that we saw back next to the Athenaeum. He moved his family in there. He said if it was safe enough for his family, it was safe enough for the entire citizenry.
I'm also watching the passengers. I'm watching how many cars I have. How much information can I fit in before that light changes? And I have to be on to the next fact. I want something light and funny about it. And then I take the funny aspect and just try and hit that.
Has everybody seen the Liberty Bell yet? You have? Is it everything it's cracked up to be?
I want you to remember my tour. And if I tell you boring history, you're not going to know it. I didn't remember it when I was a kid in school. It was boring. Give me something snappy about it.
For Captain Betsy, it all came down to achieving your goals, to do something that you love.
I love everything I do here at the Ducks. I like the excitement. I just love driving the vehicle. It's so exciting to be up here and to be able to wave to everybody as you pass. And people know Captain Betsy, and because of my big quacker, they call me the Mama Duck. And people that I didn't even know knew that they called me Mama Duck. They holler out, "Yo, Mama Duck, how are you?" And I love the vehicle. I love the